Chapter 1 Nutrition in Plants Biology for Class 7. Nutrition in plants. We know that food gives us carbohydrates and fats, is used for energy, and proteins also helps in bodybuilding. Vitamins and minerals protects us from various diseases. So together this component collectively known as nutrients. All these components of food are required for the maintenance of life. We can say that every organism needs food for growth and to obtain energy for doing work. So the process by which organisms obtain and consume their food is called nutrition. Modes of nutrition. On the basis of organism intake their food, there are two modes of nutrition. First is autotrophic nutrition and another is heterotrophic nutrition. So the word auto means self and troph means nourishment, which means when the organism make their own food from simple substances are called autotrophic mode of nutrition, and the organisms are known as autotrophs. For example, green plants. All green plants are the example of autotrophic mode of nutrition. On other hand, in heterotrophs, heteros means others and troph means again nourishment, which means when organism cannot make their own food and depend on other organism for their food are called heterotrophic mode of nutrition, and those organisms are called heterotrophs. For example, all non-green plants, animals and humans are the example of heterotrophic mode of nutrition. In this chapter, we'll learn about nutrition in plants. Plants are autotrophs, and the process by which plants prepare their food are called photosynthesis. Here, the word photo means and synthesize means combining. So, the process for synthesizing the food in a form of glucose by combining water and carbon dioxide in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight is called photosynthesis. We can see in this picture the leaves are receiving sunlight and carbon dioxide from its atmosphere and water and minerals from the soil to prepare food in a form of glucose and releases oxygen in the atmosphere. Photosynthesis is represented as follows. Carbon dioxide combines with water in the presence of sunlight at a site of chlorophyll, produces sugar or glucose and releases oxygen. And this glucose or sugar is immediately utilized by the cell to get energy. If not, it is stored in a form of insoluble starch. The oxygen may be used in respiration by leaf called photorespiration, but major portion of the oxygen is released into the atmosphere and utilized by all organisms for respiration. Site for photosynthesis. Photosynthesis occurs in leaf, therefore all raw materials such as carbon dioxide, water, minerals, sunlight should reach to the site of photosynthesis, which is leaf. Photosynthesis also takes place in other parts of plant such as in fleshy green stems, in succulents, in stem of desert plant like cactus, because in them leaves are modified into spines. Conditions necessary for photosynthesis. Chlorophyll. In green leaves, there is a special structure present called chloroplast, which contain green pigments called chlorophyll. These chloroplasts are more abundant on the upper side of leaf, where they can receive more sunlight. Next, sunlight. Sunlight is used as a source of energy for the process called photosynthesis. It helps in combining water with carbon dioxide to produce glucose. Stomata and carbon dioxide. Small opening or pores present on the leaf called stomata. The main function of the stomata is to let in the carbon dioxide from atmosphere for the process of photosynthesis and releases out its byproduct such as oxygen and water back into the atmosphere. Each pore of a stomata is guarded by a pair of guard cells that regulates the opening and closing of stomata. Stomata remain open during the daytime and close when it is dark to prevent the loss of water. Water is absorbed from the soil by roots and transported to the leaf through a pipe-like structure called xylem vessels. This xylem are present throughout the plant body. At the same time, water is also lost from the upper surface of the leaf called transpiration. The process of absorbing water from root and loss of water by the process called transpiration regulates the water balance inside the plant body.